TV. We go out to Michael, who's calling in. Michael, what do you say?
Good morning. I don't know how I follow up that highly intelligent call by Tony, who never answered your question, by the way. But I wanted to talk about the George Santos pardon because I know you're all for law and order. And please don't tell me, well, President Trump's allowed to pardon him. I know he's allowed to pardon him. Can you please justify it from a moral and ethical perspective?
Yeah, I can justify it completely. I mean, when you look at a comparative analysis as to who has done the most pardoning and for what classes of people, George Santos was a white collar criminal, right? He's admitted his wrongdoing.
Make white collar crime great again.
Go ahead, Michael. I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead. I was going to finish my answer. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I mean, I understand that's what you guys do. You just go ahead. Let me know when I can answer.
Crime great again.
Okay. Let me know when I can answer. You want to hear the answer or not?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sure, yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. No, it's quite all right. I'm quite used to left wingers trying to outshout me and not allow your liberty loving Latino to complete a sentence. I understand. Look, I'm
not a Democrat.
Michael, come on. It's part of recovery is admitting you have a problem. Look,
I know. I forgot. If you don't support Trump, if you're not in the cult, therefore you're a Dem. Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, or a leftist, look. You have given me no reason to accept that you are anything but a left wing extremist because, again, none of the you never call up here. I'll give you an example. You never call up here and you never say, you know what? I called I'm going to call out the left for their promotion of the death of President Trump. I'm going to call out the left for calling Stephen Miller a Nazi and then saying that they're going to kill him. I'm going to decry all that. You never call out the left when you have called into this program, because in my opinion,
how much can I possibly discuss in 4 or 5 minutes?
Again, because you have never called up here with a critique of the Democrat Party. Never. Not one thing. According to Michael, the Democrat Party is as pure as the wind-driven snow, and they do no wrong. And even when they do wrong, it's all Trump's fault. That's what you project, dude. I'm not talking out of school here. This is just what you do. This is your track record. So if you want to convince me that you're at all fair, you might look. I criticize Republicans all the time, right? So that when they don't meet
do you ever criticize Trump? Do you ever criticize Trump?
Yes. I do.
Cite an example, please.
Yes, let's see, the one that springs to mind was the overspending, the big beautiful bill. I don't think he should have signed it.
Okay. Yep. Okay,
hello.
That's a good one.
Hello.
How about $40 billion for Argentina?
Yes, the currency swap. $40 billion for Argentina, the currency swap. Do you know what that is? Do you know what a currency swap is?
No, I don't. I'm not an economist.
Come on, Michael. Seriously? You're going to sit there and say 40? Look, I'm not an economist either. I went and read on it on one of your left-wing sites too, on NBC fake news. They had more honesty than you in reporting on this, which is saying something, right? Yeah, a currency swap. Do you know why a currency swap takes place? Because it explains it in the article.
It has something to do with the devaluation of the Argentine currency. I don't know.
Yes. And why would it be under attack? Who would be attacking it?
Radical leftists.
Yes, your pals like George Soros. Do you remember how George Soros made his billions? Do you know the story about how he made it? Seriously, Michael. Look, you come on the program, you ask some questions. I still haven't been able to answer your first question. And again, it's always something else. What can I blame Trump for? What can I blame Trump for? And dude, it's
all right, so let's stick to Santos.
Okay, let's stick to Santos
for me.
Okay. So for Santos, if you look at the breadth of President Trump's use of the pardon power, it is in lockstep with every one of his predecessors, except for Joe Biden, who, by the way, set records. Now, white collar crime that was done by George Santos, President Trump made very clear in his signing statement that he didn't think that 7 years was an appropriate punishment for George Santos for the crime that he had committed. While Joe Biden and President Otto Penn, we're not sure which one was doing it, was putting out whole classes, pardoning or granting clemency to whole classes of murderers, of cutthroats, of severely violent criminals. Not to mention pardoning crimes we didn't even know had been committed yet by January 6th, the January 6th committee, pardoning government for the crimes that government perpetrated against our people. So when you look at the use of the pardon power, President Trump looked at George Santos's case, he evaluated the case and said, you know what, this isn't right. The justice wasn't served here, and he used his pardon power, which is more that can be said for Biden. Biden set an historic record for these pardons, blowing away any other president, almost every other president combined, and you didn't complain once about Joe Biden. Not once did you call up here saying, man, that's really out of bounds. There's no way humanly possible he could have evaluated every one of those cases. And Michael, let me ask you about your boy Biden. Do you support do you support pardons for crimes we don't even know have been committed yet?
Yes, I live in a very upscale town.
Okay.
And we don't have.
Well, thank you for that. Hey, look, at least you're being honest and you're consistent. At least you're being honest. Michael, you are just like your liberal brethren, man. You're just like the left-wingers out there. You believe in breaking the law. And you believe in allowing government to get away with harming its own people. I understand it. I disagree with you wholeheartedly. The idea that government can do whatever the hell it wants to us, consequence-free, is stupid, in my opinion. I'm sad to hear you support it. Back in a minute.